Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Syncopation Podcast, the music podcast about music. I am your host, Liam, with my co host, Grant.
Hello.
Thank you all so very much for tuning in.
And this week we are continuing our monthly theme of punk rock music. Very great genre, also very broad. There are a lot of different kinds of punk. If you missed last week's episode, we covered the Ramones and Screeching Weasel, I believe.
Yes, we did. Now, on today's agenda, we again have a big artist, or a more known artist, a smaller, lesser known artist, and a song that we will rate for you guys and, I guess, review and analyze.
Yep.
For today's big artist is Green Day. Now, last week we wanted to start with the Ramones as our big artist because they were kind of the pioneers of the genre, but I do believe that Green Day is probably one of the uh, biggest punk rock bands that are still here today.
I think that had to be one of the most famous punk bands of all time, and one of the best. I really like their music.
So do I. But their last, I think, two their last two albums haven't been super great, if I'm being
Like,
completely honest.
I
But
hated the vocal distortion on what was it called, Father of All. You have, if you have one of the most recognizable voices in all of punk history, then you shouldn't cover it up with some distortion.
yeah, I completely agree with that. But anyways, I've got the Google tab pulled up for Green Day, and I guess I'll give you guys a little bit of information here on them. So if you guys didn't know, Green Day is an American punk rock band. It was formed in Berkeley, California, and it was led by lead vocalist and guitarist Billy Joe Armstrong, and bassist and backing vocalist Mike Dirnt, and obviously the drummer Trey Cool. Definitely one of my favorites.
Yeah. Also, on their latest track, he didn't do like the classic trickle drums, which is part of what makes Green Day so iconic, so famous. Like, it might be simple most of the time, but it sure fits with their songs. And that the other kind of drum beat that they used on their most recent track, it really wasn't Trey Cool drums. It was Trey Uncool drums.
Yeah, I haven't really listened to their newest album just because, I heard a couple of the songs and they just generally weren't to my liking, I guess. And I know that's more of a personal preference, but
Everyone says it sounds like car commercial music, and I completely agree.
well, I guess so. The members of uh, Green Day are obviously Billy Joel Armstrong, Trey Cool, and Mike Dirnt. Those are the three founding members. They started it all. There's actually four other members that
Really,
like perform with them and do
oh,
stuff like that.
like with their live shows and stuff.
Yeah, I think so. Um, Raj Punjabi. I hope I'm saying that right. Jason White, John Kiffmeyer, and Sean Hughes.
I think I might have seen some of them. Green Day performed a couple songs on what was the show? It's a famous one. Hold
Was
on.
it like one of
Yeah,
the late night talk shows?
I think it was the
Or like,
Howard Stern show or something like that. Uh,
oh, wow.
yeah,
Nice.
they did. They performed on there a couple songs that you can find on YouTube, and
That's
I
fun.
believe they had some of those people that you talked about performing there visible. Although
Yeah.
definitely not right up at the front as the three main members were.
Yeah. In the I think it was 2017 concert that they did at Wrigley Field. Uh I saw I saw all of them. Maybe not all four of the extra people, but I definitely saw two to three other guys doing like keyboard. One of them played like the saxophone and I think the accordion.
I'm not sure I can
Yeah.
name any Green Day songs with those in them, like right off the top of my head. I'm sure
Oh,
if I,
King for a Day.
oh yeah, yeah,
Or yeah, Yeah, that's a good song. They have like trumpets and all sorts of fun knickknacks.
Yeah,
So, anyways, Google has them listed as a punk rock, pop rock, and alternative rock band. I can definitely see how they would be perceived as like alternative rock and pop rock or pop punk because I mean they're very
yeah.
popular.
It's
uh,
not really the hardcore punk that you might hear in Screeching Weasel, which we looked at a little bit last week. Is it's like different, but it's all punk, you know.
I find it quite surprising how like unique every band sound can be.
Yeah,
You
not
know?
even just in punk, like in general, I guess.
Yeah. But like especially in punk. I mean, you
Yeah,
think, oh, they all sound exactly the same. They really don't. Like every single one has their own little what's that word?
I can't. I know what you're going for, but I can't name the word. Well, hopefully
Yeah.
you guys understand too. It's just surprising how, like, especially in the singers, every singer sounds different. They're all iconic, and with their voices.
All very recognizable and differential. Green Day has 13 studio albums, 47 music videos, and 3 live albums.
That's a lot of music videos. I might have
Yeah.
watched a couple.
What's your favorite song by Green Day, Grant?
Oh boy, that's a really tough question. I'm gonna have to say "Welcome to Paradise," though.
Oh,
It's like,
yeah, that's a really good song. I'm not sure if I have a favorite song, but I definitely have a favorite album, and that's probably gonna have to be Dookie. I just everything from Dookie is like great. It's amazing.
yeah, I agree with you. Except I'd have to say I'd put Nimrod above Dookie, but just barely.
Oh, yeah, maybe. For
Yeah,
if there are people out there that like don't listen to Green Day, we highly suggest checking out some of their earlier albums, like Dookie and Nimrod, if you're into punk and whatnot. But if
if
you
you're
don't
into
like
controversial music, listen to their latest album.
punk, yeah, right. Well, do you think we should move on to the next our smaller artist for today?
Yeah, sure. Our small artist this week is the Chats. Now, I don't know much about them. If they are a small band, they were recommended to me by a friend, so I listened to a couple of their songs, and they seemed very good. I think they were formed pretty recently, actually, just in 2016. Yeah, in Queensland.
I've got the Google tab open for this one as well. Uh, so the Chats are an Australian punk rock band that formed in 2016 in Sunshine Coast, Queensland. The band is composed of guitarist Josh Price, drummer Matt Bogus, and bassist and vocalist Eamon Sandwith. The genres that Google has them listed as are punk rock, garage rock, pub rock, and surf music.
Surf music, really? Huh.
Yep, surf music. If you guys want a recommended song, I'd say probably Pub Feed. It's a good song.
Yeah, that's a good one. I also like Smoko and Bus Money. Those are probably my three favorites right there. Smoko is their most famous one, I think.
Yeah,
I think.
I can see why.
Yeah, they're all good songs. If you're looking for a small punk artist, kind of similar to who do you say they're similar to?
um, I'd say they're kind of like a hardcore Beach Boys.
Wait, yeah, I can actually just
If
without all
Beach
the
Boys was
harmonies.
hardcore, like this is
Yeah,
what they would be.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, they have two EPs, one studio album, six singles, and five music videos.
So
So
definitely not as many as Green Day, although Green Day has like a 30-year advantage or something.
yeah, they're an old band. They're getting up there, over the hill.
Billy Joe
uh,
still looks like kind of young though. He still looks maybe 40.
maybe 40.
Yeah.
Hold on, how old is Billy Joel? Let's.
Wait, what if he was just like 10, 12 when all their famous stuff was?
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
He's 48 years old.
yeah, so he's in his 40s. Well, do you want to move on to our song of the week then?
Yeah, we can move on once again. So the song of the week that we have chosen for this week is "No Feelings" by the Sex Pistols. Now we're gonna go. We're gonna go listen to this so we can give you a very updated analyzation of the song. Alrighty, we are back. We have listened to the song and we have come up with our, I guess, analysis like thing.
It's
So
not
first,
terribly
the
detailed, but yeah.
lyrics. So the lyrics are very self-centered. The song "No Feelings" talks about he has no feelings for anyone except for himself, his beautiful, beautiful self.
Yeah,
uh, in
that explains
the
basically the entire song right there.
yeah, essentially, he doesn't care about anyone else but himself. He's very narcissistic in the song. Well, the song lyrics portray him to be very narcissistic. Uh, and in the in the music video, he looks absolutely crazy,
Yeah.
like absolutely insane. He looks feral.
Good word. Good word for it.
Yeah. Now, I feel like these guys were probably one of the first people to use like what is commonly known as punk hair, where it's like super spiky. Um,
Mhm.
so
Yeah, the
yeah,
Ramones had bowl cuts.
yeah,
So,
long bowl cuts.
yeah, they were, that was not traditional punk hair. But they were the first.
Well, I mean,
For
it was traditional punk hair. they were
back
the
then. Like,
they were the pioneers.
yeah.
Well, what did you like about the song, Grant?
I really like, well, I guess this is in all of the Sex Pistols songs, but I really like their guitar tone. I think they got the distortion pretty much just right. Um, of course, that is probably just personal preference. Other people probably hate it. I really liked, well, obviously Johnny Rotten, classic voice, classic punk voice,
Mhm.
very recognizable, just like as we were talking about before, very just like many punk bands.
Yep.
But I think his voice in general, like that, most people tend not to sing with an accent, but then his is just really strong.
Hmm.
I think it might be that that is so different. I can't really talk right now. I apologize, but it might be the fact that it's so different that makes it so enjoyable to me. You're a drummer. What did you think about the drums?
So the drums were fit the song. They fit the setting, and they work with the song. I don't think I'd really change them. They were pretty simple, but that's to be expected from punk, if I'm being completely honest. Uh, but it still worked very well with the song.
What?
Yep.
How do you think it would sound if Neil Peart was part of the Sex Pistols?
Well, first off, it wouldn't be a 3 minute song. Uh,
Yeah,
and it like the parts where there's actual all like instruments playing that might be 3 minutes, but they cut in the middle at a drum solo.
yeah.
Uh,
And there would be, I'm sure there would be very different lyrics to the song because he was a lyricist, right?
yep, he actually wrote the lyrics for I think most of Rush's songs.
Mm. Yeah.
Yep.
No.
Alrighty, I think that is about all that we have for today. Um, if you've made it this far, thank you for watching. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Really helps us out.
Yeah, we
And
need subscribers. If you haven't heard, all three of our subscribers are me, and one of Liam's.
yep,
So yeah, we
it's
will
all
make a
us.
video. Maybe we'll even write a song for our first real subscriber.
You know what time it is now. You don't have to stay around for it, but it's still pretty entertaining. The weekly recap. Um, So a couple things that happened today. We thought the war between Davy 504 and the Ling Ling twins were were was over, but it wasn't, surprisingly. But now it is, uh, and
Yeah,
I think Davey said that he won, but I think Two Set Violin said that they won. I'm not entirely sure.
yeah,
Obviously, these YouTube wars are all in jest and planned.
yeah. So I don't think they really hate each other.
Yeah, they. I mean, musicians are musicians, and we're like kind of a minority in the population, and we don't get paid enough for the gigs that we do. Uh,
Yeah,
I mean, imagine a world without music.
I
Okay, now that you've imagined that, uh, pay us more money.
please.
Well, maybe not us specifically, but like
Hmm.
go find uh, some like lesser known artists and start supporting them.
Or
It's always a good idea. Maybe
go
the
find
Jets.
yeah, you can go support them, or maybe even if you take a walk in your city and you see some musicians playing like on the sidewalk, give them a tip because that might be one of uh, just a couple that might be one of their only sources of income, and it's not very much just hoping for tips from strangers. And a lot of those musicians are quite talented, so support them.
Alrighty, that was our weekly recap. I know not much. Thank you all so very much for watching till the end. Uh, don't forget to practice your goddamn music. And if you're not an instrument, go pick up a musician. Have a very good weekend.
Mhm.
Good night.